DIY.
DIYers, over the last week, Lil Yachty did a very controversial interview here on the podcast with Andrew Schultz called Flagrant. In this clip, he's talking about what many other people like academics and whoever is allegedly part of the OVO PR team, this narrative or idea that Drake is completely unbothered by all of the reaction by the public to this beef. Now, we know that Not Like Us is still going strong, and it's even making its way to some political campaigns, which is insane when you think about it. But with that said, I wanted to react to this because there's some things that I thought were really interesting, some things that I'm calling cap on, some things that he has a better vantage point than most of us. They seem to be besties. With that said, though, let's get into this because I think that as we go through this, I'm going to pull up clips that I think might contradict these things because it's not like Drake allegedly stopped at canceling Schoolboy Q's show at the venue that he's a part owner of, but also Sir from TDE had his show canceled in Toronto at the same venue, Heroes. Let's talk about it.
Have you ever hooked up with someone's girl?
I don't know, probably.
Yo, is that why everybody's mad at your boy?
Because he fucked bitches?
No, because he fucked their bitches.
I think people just hate on Drake because he's the guy. It's no, like, who?
Head count. How many of y'all is hating on Drake because he's the guy? Is that the sole reason? Okay. Nobody. Got it.
Like there's something extra on it.
It's also probably that he's fucked everyone's bitch. Yeah.
We started this clip. I know this is a clip of a clip, but we starting off early. How many B's you want to throw around? This is not 1993, sir. We're in a very progressive society, even progressive in terms of hip hop. What are we doing? Insane. But be nitpicky. Go ahead.
My suspicion was like, yo, this shit got to be personal.
I mean, he's also that guy though. All the records, all the numbers, like he's the one.
How hard was that beef for you? Like, I'm sure you're friends with everybody in Atlanta. You're
getting shouted out in the song.
Yeah,
in Euphoria.
You're being pulled in different directions. You want to be loyal.
I just wish I had never spoke on it. That's the only thing that was the only part. I wish I hadn't said anything about it.
Interesting that he would say that. Your Honor, I'd like to present the first piece of evidence for capping. This is next level capping. I'm going to actually go here to this tweet by Elliott Wilson. Shout out Elliott Wilson. He has definitely been in the news as of late, a lot of the hip hop news, I should say. But he makes a really poignant point about this particular part of the interview. He says, you say you regret you spoke on it, being the battle, and then you go on a podcast where you continue to speak on it.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Huh? You say you regret you spoke on it while currently speaking on it on another podcast. What are we doing? What are we doing? What? Where's the self-awareness? Continue though, Yachty.
What did you originally say again? He liked a hell of a tweet.
I really was an accident, but it was so funny. People were like, "Nah, don't try to come fucking." What are we talking about right now? Like, I can't get my words out. It was a tweet, something about Kendrick, something.
Kendrick cheating on his wife with white women.
Yeah, it was that tweet, and I really did accidentally like it.
I've been on Twitter probably a good 9-10 plus years. I don't know, whatever I start, I don't know. I'm just made up another. I have never accidentally, probably one or two times, accidentally liked the tweet. But it wasn't a tweet that had anything to do with what I have currently going on in life. It was like a random ad for Bitcoin or something. Damn, I left my phone on while I was going to sleep. You accidentally, Yachty. Hey, Drake is not looking like a good leader. You accidentally hit a tweet related to the very battle that you wish you didn't speak on as you're speaking on it again on a podcast. Wait, what? Of all the tweets that you could have accidentally hit, that's one where your finger should have been real careful. That's wild. What are we talking about?
And then people was like, nah, nigga, he finna get you. And it was fucking hilarious. But
It probably, yeah, you're right. You know what? You're right. Who said that right now? Ty Carey said, bro got a dishwashing glove on, talking about fashion. Hey, that might have been the reason he hit the tweet on accident, because he had that dishwashing glove on. It's a little hard to swipe with that glove on.
Nah, you following through.
Yeah.
Don't believe me. I'm too broke to understand that. He's talking too rich for me right now.
Type shit. But no, I mean, it was what it was, you know? I was in fucking Europe, so I felt kind of disconnected from it, but it was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in the day, them niggas still richer than all us. So that's what I want people to realize. At the end of the day, like, both the niggas are still shitting on all us.
Yeah.
So
I hate this narrative, and I use hate very, very, very rarely, but I hate this narrative in hip hop of people being too rich to be bothered. I am sorry. Money does not solve a frail ego. Money does not solve insecurity. That's why people with money continue to buy plastic surgery to fix the plastic surgery of the original thing that didn't need fixing to begin with. Money does not erase embarrassment. Money does not erase the looks you're probably getting as you going shopping on Rodeo or wherever the hell he goes, wherever he's at. I don't know what they do out there in the 6. But where it does not stop that. It's too much going on right now. Your money, you know what is so crazy? People don't understand until they talk to people who have been in that position. I myself, I have never made the money that these individuals have made. But I'll tell you, even for the level of income that I have made, your new status can very easily become a very small box, because you have to watch where you go, because people know what you have. You have to watch who you talk to, because it could easily end up in the news. You have to watch who comes into the studio, because that person could leak information about your projects. So you live a life that is very, very closed in, out of safety. So I don't buy this whole idea that these things that are going around that have been said within all of these different diss songs that people are now echoing in podcasts, I don't buy, especially when I see the way that he's been maneuvering. Every time something happens that seems to be Drake related, this nigga can't wait to get a selfie off with the duck lips and the bedazzled Timbs. He can't wait. He's addicted to selfies. You gonna tell me that's unbothered? I don't buy it.
It was a great moment for hip hop. Do you think so? I think so.
yeah, absolutely.
How is that even debatable?
Yeah.
That's the craziest
the
question I've
entire
ever heard
world
asked.
Yeah.
Yo, think about it.
Just the
Hey, you think the
negativity.
Super Bowl is good for football?
No,
The
no, no.
negativity, though.
But think about it. It's like this was at a time where country music was overtaking hip hop, and
Still
since that beef,
it still is.
it still is by the numbers. But since the beef,
Conversation-wise?
it's been hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a time where I don't think hip hop had a #1 album all year, right? On the charts. Like there were some crazy statistics where you're like, oh, are we witnessing the...
That's not true.
Nah, the whole year 2023, I don't think there was a #1 album from...
It came later in the
We actually covered this. I believe Lil Yachty's Pink album was the first album to actually chart #1 during that year. But throughout the whole year, Yachty is just so sure about everything. That's crazy. Throughout the whole year, no hip hop album. It was an entire story. I got a few videos about it. One of my more viral videos was about that very thing. There was a long dry spell in which hip hop was not performing well on the Billboard charts. Mainstream rap wasn't performing well in the Billboard charts. And people were asking, are labels now going to deprioritize hip hop and move to Afro beats and all these other genres around the world? That was a real thing. Andrew Schultz is not just making that up.
year. But
it did.
Yeah,
It was,
but in the first half of the year, we hadn't had one.
Okay. Anyway.
I said we like I'm a rap.
You're
Not yet. Wait a minute. Did I say Yachty and not Uzi? Was it Uzi? I'm sorry. Was it Lil Uzi Vert? Did I not say Uzi Vert? Did I mess that up? It was Uzi Vert, right? Yeah, it was Uzi Vert.
Nah, it's Team Black people.
He's black, so
There you go.
Yeah. Her loss.
Oh, her loss came out 2023.
Oh, that one. No, it came out 2022, I think.
But it won album of the year 23.
okay. Drake, biggest artist over the last 20 years,
Yeah.
unstoppable amount of hits.
The guy. I want him to get back into acting.
I'm trying not to stop it, but bro, I'm just cringing. I'm cringing. If this was my friend, I would still cringe. Stop saying that. They gonna think that I told you to say that. They're gonna think I paid you. Stop saying it. He's the guy. He just needs to act. He sounds as fond about Drake as Drake sounded about Lil Wayne when he was like, "Oh, Wayneski." It's
It's so interesting you say that because I hit him on two things. He did a roast of Nike. Do you remember? He was like invited to speak at like the Nike headquarters or some shit like that. Do you remember this? I think it was when he was doing, now this is maybe like a year or two ago.
I remember when he went to Nike and he was up there with KD and they were playing ball, but I didn't know he did a roast.
He did like...
Yachty, hey, Yachty your fan, man. Yachty a true life fan, man. You gotta, hey, man, shout out to him.
Not a roast. He like did like a speech.
That's when he wore that jacket, that big, and he had the Nike check in his head, the Nike braid. Yep.
But
he remembers the braid styles he had. I've been friends I got homies I know for 20 years. I'll never remember they braid styles. Oh no, it was that one where you had to? No, hell no. That's crazy.
He was doing like jokes.
Yeah, I mean, he's hilarious. He's one of the funniest people I know.
And I hit him, and I was like,
I can't help but feel like somebody put him up to this. He's hilarious. He's one of the funniest people I know. I'd be like, chill. They're gonna think I told you to say that.
It's not that there are some people funny just hanging out, and then there's other people that when they're delivering jokes, they're like asking for a lot. They're like begging the audience to react. And there's other people who just let it happen.
Right, like fucking Theo Von.
Wait, who is that? Like he's just letting it happen.
Yeah, Theo Von's just like it's so natural.
Like he's gonna say it, and whether you react or not,
it's whatever. His face is stale.
Exactly.
It's like whatever.
So Drake, I thought delivered like really fucking well.
We need to get
was
past
fire.
this.
And maybe he just loves making music.
Yeah,
because I'm sure he gets a million
he loves
opportunities.
living life. The way he wants to live,
and you can't do that when you're acting. You're on set.
I just think that like he would only do it if it's something he wanted to do. No person could tell me, like, bro, you were great here. You should. You ever sat with him?
No.
I mean, he's just a very much like he lives his life the way he wants. No one, you can't joke him into doing something. You can't shame him into doing. He do what the fuck he want to do.
You know, I'd believe that under different circumstances. I want to take a little bit of a turn from here just for a second. We'll go back to the rest of this because there's something here about Mr. Hotspot that I did not like, and I think it really, really shows upon the character of Mr. Lil Yachty. I want to draw your attention over here because, you know, y'all keep tagging me and stuff because it keeps happening. I am not taking this as an endorsement. Don't take this from Curtis King as an endorsement. I'm just going to tell you this. You diss me. You call me a PDF file, you do all of this stuff, and people think that there's some kind of truth to it. I'm going to go ahead and lay low. I told you, I shaved my head. I'm going to move to another country. Y'all ain't going to hear from me for a long time. It's going to be a while. When I come back, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be documentaries about what happened to that guy. Hell no. You do all of this. If this happens, I quit. I fucking quit. I quit. There's not a movie that can motivate me more to come back. It has not stopped, though. Dana Abercrombie, someone on Twitter says, not the white men outside the convention having more sense than the National Association of Black Journalists. What does that mean? They changed the lyrics to not like us to Trump not like us. I know they didn't. Jeez. Can you imagine that rehearsal? Can you imagine, hey, Bill, either do the fucking tuba or not. Either get the coot, either do that tuba from your chest or not. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I'm confused. Oh, it gets worse. It seems that this song is mighty friendly right here around the Democratic convention and such. Shout out to my guy Righteousness777 for tagging me in this. This is at one of Kamala Harris's either rallies or this is at the actual convention itself. I didn't do the research. It doesn't matter because it's happening at a political event. What is politics? What is life right now? Listen to this. I'm supposed to believe that Drake's unbothered. I'm just supposed to believe Drake's just unbothered. This don't mean nothing to me. So what? I got $500, $600 million in a bank right now. Say something. Say something. I got money. None of this shit bother me. I got money. That, if that is the truth, that's also part of the issue that we're talking about. One could be so rich that they become so disconnected from what is okay and what is not okay. Now, take that as you want. We're talking about more so the colonizer angle, but that's the fucking point. That's the point. You're so rich and you're just going to hammer it down more. You're so rich that you don't care. You're so rich that you don't care. And that's the problem. Remember that line I'm way too rich to ever do. I'm way too famous to do things like that. They're literally proving the point over and over again. You know, this is a problem about character. This is not about music taste anymore. This is about character. And we're at a very crucial standpoint where things are switching over. Oh, yeah. Did I forget about this one? Yeah, we got to keep going down this rabbit hole. It got pretty interesting last week. DJ Scheme, who is a friend of Schoolboy Q's, performed at that very same venue at History. It's called History, not Hero, History. And I don't know if you saw this, but DJ Scheme in Toronto, the very venue that Schoolboy Q sold out and got canceled at, he played a little song you might have heard of. Check this out. You know, I don't like that angle. I want to take a different angle. Where's Double XL? Let's do Double XL. Let's go to Double XL. They had a better angle with this one. Let me see if I can find that really, really quick. Where is it at? Because it just happened this last week. Are you going to still convince me that he is unbothered? Are you going to still convince me that your friend is unbothered? I just don't buy it. I don't buy it. Hold on, let me find my mentions. Someone definitely hit me up. Where's it at? It's right down here. I don't care how much money I'm making. If I know these type of things are at the Democratic convention, all I want to do is come rap and make some songs. If I knew, good golly mo. All right, let's keep going. Where we at? Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can find run a quick search right here on this page. No, can't do that. Okay, never mind. Oh, there was a better angle. Matter of fact, can I find it on YouTube? It's probably better on YouTube. Let's go find it on YouTube. Good gosh, isn't that crazy? Let's see. DJ Scheme and Toronto, Not Like Us. I'm pretty sure it's here. Let's go ahead and switch this camera angle real quick. Oh my goodness. Here we go. That's the one I was looking for. Why is this significant? DJ's been playing it all over. It's happening in Toronto.
Somebody's gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
It's happening in Toronto. What else happened in Toronto this week? How about I did it all for the nookie? Limp Bizkit had a concert. It's not even hip hop. It's kind of hip hop adjacent, I guess. It's not even hip hop. Limp Bizkit, I guess, invited Drake as a guest to his show. And during the show, he told the audience in Toronto, Drake's here. Make some noise. Oh, they made some noise.
Did you know Drake's here tonight?
Now, hold on. Now somebody saying, what the fuck?
Did you know Drake's here tonight? thought Drake was your homie. What? No? Drake's my homie.
Drake may want to.
Drake's my homie. When you got not y'all booing at a Limp Bizkit concert. You just try to do it all for the nookie. He didn't want to get involved in that. Here's another reason why I feel like Drake is no way in hell. You got 2 shows in Toronto. One you were a guest at where they are booing your ass. Yes, let's be fair and let's be balanced and just say this. Right now, it is a trending thing to not like this guy. But it's not like he does things that makes him more likable. Matter of fact, I draw your attention here to this situation that I thought was very unfortunate. You know, just when you thought, hey, that situation where Schoolboy Q was in Toronto and his show got canceled, yeah, maybe Drake had nothing to do with it, right? Let's just assume he had nothing to do with it. Well, unfortunately, another TDE affiliate, Sir, an amazing, amazing singer and artist, announces that his Toronto show is canceled. Sir is the latest Top Dog ENT artist, this is from Complex, that have their show canceled in Toronto, Canada, Lord no, and labeled stalwarts Schoolboy Q and Punch are poking fun at the whole situation. On Tuesday, the TDE singer hopped on his X page, that's called Twitter, to let his fans in Toronto know that his concert that was supposed to take place at History, which Drake helped design, now he helped design it. Now he's not a part owner. He just helped design it. Don't nobody want their venue designed by Drake. What the hell is no? Stop the cap, Complex. It's the second show by a TDE artist that has been axed in the aftermath of the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef earlier this year. Sir apologized for giving the update, but clarified that he and his team were looking to reschedule the show for another date. So sorry to my Toronto fans. The show has been canceled. We're working on rescheduling for a later date. So, yet another artist in the midst of this whole thing that had their show canceled. Schoolboy Q pokes fun at him and says, ha, 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 take your ass home, homeboy. Or take your ass home, boy. Sing on the bus. It's over with. This, oh my gosh. Punch said Q is a menace to society. I'm sorry. This doesn't feel unbothered. I don't know what unbothered looks like to you. This doesn't feel unbothered. Matter of fact, let me see if there's anything here there was another point at the end of this interview that I want to go ahead and shine more light on, but let's see.
You know what impressed me acting-wise? It was, I'm not even saying this is a shot. Again, I want to be respectful of your boy, but the DeMar DeRozan sketch, there's a line where...
Yeah.
He's using them to be cool. Let's
get to this.
He sees these young artists. If I was him, I would be resentful because if I was him, gonna take me away from living the life
I don't know why he don't. I told him, like, bro, he could play any role. He's a guy. I don't know why he could play a great mob boss.
Was there like
he's done an amazing job playing a rapper named Drake.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Academy Award. He's done amazing. Looking like a representative of hip hop. Best acting I've ever seen, hands down. Siskel and Ebert give it 2 thumbs up.
Like, I remember when the whole beef happened, if I was him, I would be resentful because the narrative was he sees these young artists, he does a feature for them, they blow the fuck up. And he's done that tons of fucking times.
500 times.
Exactly. And then the narrative changed to, oh, he's using them to be cool.
Yeah.
Would you, like, if I'm him, I really resent that.
I don't know. Shit lame. Niggas is lame.
Why are they?
Why is niggas lame?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just is the way it is.
Is it because, yeah. That's the thing.
We talking about rap niggas.
I'm talking about people in general. Like, it's very easy in this business to be completely egocentric and only care about the things that fuel you. And a lot of people are like that. A lot of people don't care to help.
It's just how it be, man. You do shit for people to turn around. I don't know.
Like, I'm sure he's put people on that didn't necessarily have clout overlap.
What do you mean you sure? It's happened publicly. We've seen this.
Yes.
I can't help but feel like this was arranged for this very thing. Every time someone says something, it's not enough. If you go back in this video, every time someone says he's helped out a few, he's helped out hundreds. He's a great actor. He's the best. He's funny. He's the most hilarious person I ever met. I get putting on extras because you hate to see your boy in a situation where people are saying all these crazy things about him. I get it. But the extras are not helping. I don't think they're helping.
Almost everyone, bro. The Drake effect is real. It's deeper than we even know.
If the Drake effect is real, why is it not working for the artists he's working with right now?
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
If the Drake effect is real and Kendrick is taking advantage of it, how come Drake hasn't taken advantage of his own and Kendrick is breaking records that Drake has never been able to break? What are we doing?
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
What are we doing? They think we're stupid.
Yeah.
And there was no necessarily benefit to him. He just wanted to help someone out.
Yeah.
Or
Like I
he
said,
liked
Drake don't charge for a feature or none of that.
Yeah.
He doesn't charge anyone for a feature.
No.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna give him 100
If he
grand?
did, it would be, what the fuck would it be? 300, 400,000?
Just because you have money, that doesn't mean you don't want more.
But he's just a kind
But then you
person,
got to do
bro.
a track.
Stop it, Yachty. Stop it. Oh, God. Just stop. Now Drake doesn't charge for features. I don't have any clips ready for that one, but I'm pretty sure we can find somewhere where somebody says he gave a feature for the low. Now he doesn't charge for features because he's just a great guy. What are we doing? He's just we're trolling. They're trolling for the reaction videos. You guys got me. You got me. There's no way in hell you're going to get me to believe that he doesn't charge for features. And if he doesn't, I have even more questions about the Colonizer narrative. Oh no. Little whoever you are, you ain't got to pay for this verse. I'm getting what I need from this. That's my Colonizer laugh. Oh yeah, I'm finna take your whole staff on my next album, and you about to co-sign it. Not laughs in McConan. Hey, Afro Butterfly, you gotta chill.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
He's just a nice guy. This is not a nice business. You tell that to somebody who's never been in this business before. This is not a nice business. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. This is not a nice business. You know, he's just a nice guy. Bullshit.
He's just a really kind person. He really is. I've never seen someone give like that. He's a very giving person.
Jesus? How your top 3 go? Drake, Jesus?
Well,
It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that
He's
pod
still that.
episode-
He's still that nigga. And they both still that nigga. They gonna like it's what's gonna change. They both still gonna do their thing.
That's so. I remember everybody was talking, right? And everybody's like, "Yo, it's over." This and that. And I was at where the fuck were we? We were at like a nightclub or something like that. And this is like, the beef is starting to kind of come down a little bit. And it's not like the DJ was trying to play Drake. It was just a party, and you played the hits over the last decade.
I want to get past this because we got some more stuff we need to get into. Let me see if there's anything here. This is the last part here.
All right, but if I had $700 million, I would fucking.
it gotta bother you a little bit.
Yeah, let's get to
Fucking,
this.
all right, but if I it didn't bother him. I'm phased. The fuck.
Fucking dance to it. Want to dance with?
And they want to dance to Drake.
Hold on. I guess it has context. I'm sorry. Let me
Play
get
the
back to this
hits
context.
over the last decade.
I was trying to get past
Just
this.
a
I want to get to
party.
this Mr. Hotspot portion, but we got to talk about this.
And you played the hit. And it's not like the beef is starting to kind of come down a little bit. And it's not like the DJ was trying to play Drake. It was just a party, and you played the hits over the last decade. And the way that the crowd was reacting to Drake, it was like there wasn't a beef happening.
Yeah, cause in reality, bro, outside of the people who care about hip hop, bro,
Nobody
like,
gives a fuck.
at all.
Did you not see the Kid Choice Awards? Hey, man. Did you not just see these Democratic representatives? Wop, 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 wop. Vote Kamala. Wop, wop. Did you not just see that? We're not like Trump. We're not like Trump. What you mean nobody cares? When you live in a bubble, you don't see anything outside the bubble. When you live in I'm telling you, being rich is a box that you don't have much perspective outside of. They'll never tell you that. This is terrible.
And they just want to party. There's some beautiful girl they want to dance with.
And they want to dance to Drake.
Yeah.
God's plan is gonna come on.
And then you're gonna fucking dance to it.
Yeah.
How old were these women? Serious question. How old are these women? How old was these women? Because maybe not like us didn't get to the 70 and up. But that's what it is.
He didn't give a fuck.
Really?
No, he was genuinely unfazed. I respected it a lot, and I talked to him. That shit didn't bother him. As it shouldn't. He's a fucking guy. But
he about to break down. Just stop talking about my friend, man. Man, you know what I'm saying, man? He's so nice, man. Why you gotta doing like that, man?
$100 million,
it gotta bother you a little bit. If you're
an artist, you're sensitive. You feel the world you're in.
Obviously, you. I don't know. I wasn't there. Like I said, I was in Europe. You know, I wasn't next to him. Like
too rich for this shit.
How I usually do be. But he was. I never saw him down. Ever. I never saw him kicking his fucking foot, holding his head down. You know, and then to a point where I just stopped talking to him about it because I felt like I was the one bringing him the negativity. Like,
he don't need no help.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
You better believe when he wakes up in the morning. Matter of fact, he even had this on an Instagram post where he was asking the local news station or the police department to please stop flying helicopters above his head. Please. Lil Yachty, it doesn't matter if you never bring it up for the rest of your lives. He will forever remember this moment. Every time a producer sits in the studio with him and he says, "What key is that?" Oh, it's it's A minor. Is it really A minor? Yes, it's A minor. Fuck. Let's change the key. Every time he can't. There's no getting away from this. This is forever. I'm gonna live forever and never. I can't even do the damn song. It's forever.
I was bringing the cloud when I would be like, "Oh man, I hate that this person said this." And I was showing him shit he hadn't seen. So then I started realizing, wait, I'm bringing you the negativity. Let me stop.
How does he gauge whether or not Drake hasn't seen it? Is it because he hasn't took a selfie yet? His selfie to seen it ratio is low. Like, is that how you know he ain't seen it? When a selfie don't go out, Drake ain't seen it yet. The selfie ain't dropped. Okay, you know what? I'll wait.
I understand that also where you don't want to ignore it completely and then you don't seem like an authentic friend who's seeing shit.
Right. That's true. Yeah. But I just realized that his energy wasn't down. So I wasn't going to try
bring him down.
Right.
How did you guys connect?
Don't care. All right, we got to get to this other part. This other part is what really, really bothered me. He starts to talk about Kai Cenat being the one that released or leaked, he talks about how he sent over the song to Kai Cenat to basically premiere. The song that we talked about just last week that had Mr. Hotspot as the sample on it. I wondered, remember I talked about it last week? I said, I wondered why Mr. Hotspot hadn't tweeted about it, hadn't put it on Instagram. I wondered if he even himself knew it or even cleared it. You know I did my digging. Matter of fact, we're going to go over here to this side of things because I did find more information, and this was really, really interesting. Before I read the response up there, I want to make sure that I honor this one right here. This is from It's a Vibe. It's another account that puts up news from hip-hop. He says, Lil Yachty said he sent Kai Cenat his song Super Soak with Drake. We talked about that last week. To leak on stream after Mr. Hotspot, the guy that I told you is the sweetest dude, the kindest dude you could ever know, did not want to clear the sample because he's religious.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
I told you leave that man alone. I told you leave Mr. Hotspot alone. He ain't bothering nobody. That man do his videos. He do his content. He do his music. He do his dances. He be eating good food, playing basketball. He don't want to be in the middle of this. But the colonizers couldn't help themselves. I'm putting Yachty in that too now because it's getting nasty out here. Listen to what he did. When he found out that he wasn't going to clear the sample, listen to what Lil Yachty did anyway.
A song to Kai to leak.
Yes, I see that.
Right. We couldn't get the sample cleared. So I just let Kai play it.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
So that's not coming out.
No, that's not smart. That's called breaching an agreement. The fuck are we talking about? That's called releasing something not in good faith. That's called doing slimy business. That's called you don't do people like that. That is my song. That is my voice. That is my likeness. You sampled it as part of your comeback season. I'm from Atlanta, and we already know.
You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you're not a colleague. You're a colonizer.
And you do it anyways. Anybody having questions about the colonizing behavior, they're currently doing it. They're currently doing it. Let me let him dig this hole even worse. Check this out.
But it's everywhere.
Yeah, but it's just a snippet.
No, I let him play the whole song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I tried to listen to it and it felt like the quality was.
I mean, maybe, but shit, it's still out there.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry. How does that work business-wise? I know that your man, maybe he doesn't charge you, but let's.
Okay.
No. I'm talking about Drake. So it's like if you have, if you have a feature from somebody.
I don't think Drake charges anyone. I think he's not doing the feature if he don't fuck with you.
Okay, so outside of Drake, let's say you had a feature, it's on a song, the sample doesn't get approved, and you leak it. Do you still have to pay that artist for that verse, even though you're not putting it out and making any money off it?
No.
Wow.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
So y'all do, good people. Mr. Hotspot is good people. I ain't never seen Mr. Hotspot say anything negative about anyone, and I don't know him personally, but I see him on these social medias, and I see all the good energy that he puts out there. I've never not once seen him say anything bad about anybody. He minds his business. He does his songs. He's in his own world, and it's all good vibes. Y'all decide to go colonize the man's song. It's not even your song. His voice and his song. He tells you, I don't approve for this. And y'all leaked the motherfucker anyways. But I guess when you rich and you popping, you ain't got to care about no ethics or nothing like that. It don't matter no more, right? That shit is disgusting to me.
But the only people you like give features to, they're paying before.
Mm-hmm.
You pay me before I do the verse. Someone pay me for a verse and not give me the verse, then you paying me. And you pay me before I even do it because I probably don't know you.
Gotcha.
But you make a song with someone else's music and then hope that they give you the rights?
What do you mean?
Like in this situation, you couldn't get the sample cleared.
Yeah, but this wasn't an artist. This was an Instagram social media influencer.
He is an artist. Let's not disrespect this man. Yes, he has been known more for his content. But see, this is the kind of slick talk that I'm used to seeing because I have been on the receiving end of it in the industry. You're not a producer. You're a beat maker. You're not really a rapper. You're more of an artist. It's little slick ways that people move the conversation, the goalposts, so that they can pay you less and respect you less, and they remain in a place of authority. Calling this man after he was enough of an artist for you to sample him, because that's a song that's currently on streaming. Goodness gracious. Untapped, unbothered. And y'all decided to colonize that damn sample and talk about being unfaithful to women and all this other, whatever other shit y'all talked about on Super Soaker. Crazy word, by the way. Crazy name and title. Against his wishes. Because you could. What are we talking about? What are we really talking about?
And they wouldn't clear a sample?
Yeah, he went down like a Christian path.
Wow.
Oh, that's okay. I respect that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
He went down like a Christian path. Oh, I respect it, says Andrew Schultz. I mean, yeah. These folks, they dismiss the most serious of things because they live in a bubble of delusion. And this whole interview has been about delusion. Rewind that. The truth is sitting in the details.
Wow.
Oh, that's
went down like a Christian path.
Wow.
Oh, that's okay. I respect that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But then aren't there certain artists that they're so big where it's like, hey, you pay me and I also want points on this song? So now it's like he can't that artist can't get the points on the song because
but it's still the song is, if it's a good song, it's like you get to perform it, you get to.
That's you making the money on the road. Like,
Yeah.
Can you share how much money was offered to the Instagram influencer that turned it down?
He just we didn't. I don't think we got into money. He was like, no.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. Everyone was like, "Are you serious?"
The man tells you that he has strong religious views. For whatever reason, I reached out to him, Mr. Hotspot, because I've been following his social media for some time. I reached out. I would love to talk to him. He might. I would not be surprised if he didn't reach back out or if he denies and says no. I want to respect my privacy in this moment. No worries. But I reached out because I feel like it's so unfortunate that Yachty can sit there and very, very nonchalantly and very casually demean this man's religious views, demean this man's rights to not have his music used in the way that it is, and then not only demean that, but double down on it and say, well, you can still perform the songs. Me and Drake can still perform the song. You mean the place where you're making money? See, this is the thing about it. First of all, beyond colonization, beyond Colonizer, we're just talking about people who are exhibiting some really, really close to narcissistic behavior. In what world is that okay? I take something of yours without permission. I ask you, hey, I did something with it. Would you give me approval? You tell me respectfully, no. And that's a hard no because of my religious views. You say, what's wrong with you? And release the song anyway to one of the biggest streamers in the world in Kai Cenat.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Drake ain't the only colonizer in my book. And these two ain't the only ones. It's all prevalent within this industry. I don't like it. I don't like the way they talk about the man's religious views. I don't like the way they back away from it. Matter of fact, my guy Will Felt, shout out to my guy Will Felt, he expressed some viewpoints that I want to go ahead and share here because I echo the same sentiment. He said, so this man decides to give his life and use his talents for the Lord, and Yachty decides, nah, F that Christian stuff. That's crazy. I'm going to just leak the song anyways. What's wrong with these new niggas? Just shit on his wishes, his religion, all for a Drake record. That's weirdo behavior. I agree.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Is it hate when we're dealing with circumstances like this? Are we just finding things? No, they're giving us this. This is the literal issue that you get when you're having Kendrick paint a certain picture. He's painting a certain picture of a generation. He's painting a certain picture of an artist that is so far removed from reality, so far removed from the actions that they put out there, that they themselves think that they're above being questioned. They themselves think that all these things could go viral around them. It doesn't change anything because we got more money than we'll ever need for our entire lives. We got generational wealth. They think they're above that. They think they're above that because they're rich. Not in character. I love this quote that I heard one time that says, some people are so poor, all they have is money. Where's your ethics at? Where's this nice guy that Yachty tried to explain to us? Oh, Drake, he's the nicest guy in the world. He's so funny. He's so funny. He's so cool. Where's that nice guy when it came to this brother's religious views?
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
See, this is why this has to be the year of truth. Before, if you say that, the information would never come out as clear as day. Guess who's the ones exposing it? It's the ones doing the thing. The ones actually problematic in what they're doing. They're the ones that are exposing this. I look at this and I'm just like, this is so unfortunate because once again, individuals like Mr. Hotspot are just a microcosm of, I'm sure, the reckless ways that some of these individuals have been maneuvering throughout their entire careers. Why? Because they can get away with it. They're the big dogs. They got access. They got access to things that you and I will never have in this lifetime. Most of us will never have in this lifetime. They have access to a certain amount of freedom and autonomy that we just don't have access to. But it does not mean that you're above what happens in the dark coming to the light. And I look at this and I just can't help but feel like how tone deaf folks are. It makes me think of, why do we give support not just to those two? Why do we give support to any of these artists that exhibit these behaviors? Because they make good music? So the fuck what? So what? I think we're finally in an era now that says, so what? Now what? If you can't be a stand-up individual, why would I let you occupy my brain for an hour at the gym? If you are a toxic type of individual, why would I allow you to be played in the car when I'm taking my kids to school? If you're somebody that has a habit of, as he said, effing other people's bees, why would I want to play you while I'm in the car with my wife? You've already exhibited behavior that does not fall in line with my 39-year-old lifestyle. So why would I want to listen to that? I have questions about the character. And that's not to say that every conscious rapper or every whatever rapper is a stand-up individual. It's just to say that at some point you're going to see those ethics of the human being funnel their way into the music. Because one thing that happens in this life is that 90% of how we judge people is by body language. It's the part of you can't hide. I look at somebody like a Yachty sitting in that interview acting like he's so unbothered and, oh, we rich. We don't care about Drake's so rich. All I hear is, you care more. You probably care more than you've ever done before. Because here it is on one hand, one of your favorite rappers, one of your heroes, not looking so heroic. Here it is, you have an opportunity to kind of balance the conversation, and all you can do is just add extra fluff on things that have not been addressed. I don't know. DIYs, those are my thoughts on that particular situation. Insane. What do you guys think?
DIY.